I've spent months at a time isolating myself and telling myself that I wasn't worth it and that life wouldn't begin until I was confident with every aspect of myself. And I've wasted so much of my life and time because of this mindset and this mentality. But let me give you a little mind game that I play with myself when I'm feeling self-doubt and hate. Imagine that you are a snail and you are in the forest, and your whole life all you've wanted to do is be a human, and you spend all this time looking for someone to help you and to turn into a human, but you can't, and you've always just been a snail and you'll never get to be a human. So one day you go to bed, or go to your snail bed, defeated, sad, and the next day you wake up and you're in a human body, your body, and you go to the mirror and you look at yourself, and you're not thinking about all of the bad, negative things that your mind would tell you. You're not thinking about how gross you look or how your face looks today, or you're not thinking about anything other than the fact that you are alive and you are a human, and you get to be a human for today. And you do everything you can as a snail in a human's body to take care of that body because you love that body. You make sure it's clean, you make sure to feed it good foods, healthy, yummy foods. You take care of every aspect of that body because you were a snail, and now you get to live a day in the human's body. Then you go to bed, the next day you wake up expecting to be a snail again, and you're still human. I know it sounds really stupid, but it really does help. Just changing that perspective of what you're used to, of looking at yourself and hating it, and thinking that I was a snail and I get to experience and love my body from a different perspective. Another one of these little mind tricks that I do is identify the voice of self-hate in your head. So what I mean is that voice that tells you that you're ugly and gross and not worth it. Give it a name. I gave mine Darla because I freaking hate that name. But basically what I would do is, once you identify the voice, you're able to separate it from the real you. That voice is not part of who you are. I mean, it is, but helps you kind of look at things differently. For example, when I would notice myself drifting into this self-hate criticism, I would say, or I would take Darla's voice and all the things that I was saying about myself, and I could hear her, and I would look at it from Darla saying all these negative things about my best friend, and basically like I would hear, wow, that girl is ugly, disgusting, and wow, I can't believe that like you think that she has any worth. The second that you hear your voice talking about somebody else like that, it helps you to see really how mean you can be to yourself and how ugly. You're not ugly, the voice is ugly. First thing you would want to do is defend your friend. You would want to fight for your friend and say, no, they're beautiful, every single way, part of them is beautiful, and you'd want to defend them and make sure that Darla would never say anything like that again. So start looking at yourself and treating yourself like your own friend, like you'd want a friend to treat you. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I know it's really hard when we constantly have TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and just like these social media platforms that once you click on one Instagram model, that's all your feed is for the next couple weeks or forever even. Like, I don't remember a time where there wasn't a 5'10" woman goddess on my Instagram, and when I would look at that, I would be like, I am so short and I am so ugly compared to these beautiful women. But that's an identity problem. Next thing is identify yourself. I think that the most confident people in my life are those that are already confident in their identity, that they know who they are and they embrace every part of who they are. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with their bodies or anything like that. They know the hobbies that they enjoy, the things that make them them. And once you kind of figure out who you are and you're more grounded in as a person, cutting out social media for like a week is really good, because I think you have more time to spend on your own voice. When you're looking at social media and you're insecure, you're going to take in more of what's out there and starting to apply it to yourself, and you're not really grounded in your own identity. Beauty is so subjective, and that there'll never be the perfect body, perfect anything. You're always just gonna be you, and that's perfect on its own. I struggle with self-hate all the time still, but taking these tactics and applying them actually really did make a difference for me. I hope this video helped at least one person. That'd be really cool. I just wanted to put that out there, that these are just silly things that I thought that could help somebody that's going through the same thing. So, but yeah, last thing, it takes time. And you're not gonna get over this in one day. You have to grow into it. And every day, if you just start thinking more positively about yourself and not comparing yourself all the time to these people and their highlight reels, you can start to begin that process of figuring out who you are and what makes you you and why you are amazing the way you are. Don't need to change. Don't change for anyone. Yeah. I don't really know how to end this. Okay, bye.